Hello again, everybody. Welcome back for another video. Today we're going to be talking about nutsedge control, and I applied a product to my lawn about a week ago for the control of nutsedge, and I got really good results with it. So let's take a look and see what it looks like. So one of the things that makes nutsedge a little bit difficult to control is, one, it's the timing of the applications that you need to do in order to control the nutsedge. Typically, this is one of those weeds you're going to see come up kind of midsummer, where I'm from, sometime around late June, July, when cool season lawns are really stressed out the most, and you want to come out and spray some sort of herbicide on it to try and control that. Now, if you're spraying herbicides during high stress points of the year, where you're getting peak temperatures in the summer, you can cause a turf injury to your cool season grass, which adds a little bit to the difficulty there. So here's a couple of examples of the nutsedge I have on my lawn. This is one of the nutsedge plants that I sprayed about a week ago. As you can see, it is completely dead. It hasn't grown. I'm mowing my lawn pretty low, so this is actually a pretty small plant. But the nutsedge does like to grow taller than the grass, so you can identify it easily with yellow nutsedge. It's going to be a lime green color that kind of protrudes out over the canopy of your lawn, so it's very easy to identify. So here's an example of one that is growing. It was likely a runner that came from one of the plants that I had already killed, and due to the fact that we do have some reemergence of the nutsedge that I can see coming up in the lawn, we need to go ahead and reapply again another time to take care of the few of those plants that have come up since the last time we sprayed about a week ago. So this year I'm going to try Halosulfuron, which is another active ingredient in a herbicide that's used for the control of nutsedge. The sulfentrazone does do a good job, but it just is a little bit too harsh on the cool season grass, especially the sensitive Kentucky bluegrass. So we're going to try Pro Sedge this year. You can find that in any big box store, any garden shop, co-op, even online. You can find it on Amazon if you want to. All of those things are going to have Halosulfuron in it, but Pro Sedge is what I'm going to use today. That's more of the generic version. Okay, so here's the packaging for the Pro Sedge made by New Farm. This is a 1.33 ounce package. And essentially inside the box you have the Pro Sedge. This is a dry flowable. You have your label instructions. Make sure you always read label instructions. And then you also have a measuring device. This is 0.9 grams. This is essentially the measurement you're going to use if you're going to spot spray to mix in a 1 gallon water can. So I already have some solution mixed up. The first time I sprayed a week ago, I went ahead and did a gallon of water, and then I put the Pro Sedge into my gallon of water. So when you're handling herbicides like this, it's definitely a good idea to wear chemical resistant gloves and eye protection. And while you're spraying, long pants with boots are going to be ideal. But essentially what you want to do is you want to level scoop of your 0.9 grams, add that to your gallon of water. Make sure you agitate that well, and you're ready to spray. So I have a couple of nutsedge plants that have re-emerged since the last time I sprayed. So we are going to go out into the front yard and we're going to spray those now with the Pro Sedge. Now, because this is my second application that I've done in the last few weeks, I'm definitely just targeting the nutsedge, making sure I'm not getting a lot of overspray and drift onto the Kentucky bluegrass. It is a little bit sensitive to herbicide and herbicide injury, especially when it's this hot. So the best time to apply something like Pro Sedge is going to be either early in the morning or in the evenings when the temperatures have come down quite a bit. But as a rule of thumb, you want to try and spray this out when it's below 85 degrees Fahrenheit with the air temperatures. Pro Sedge does come in a couple of different sizes. If you want to buy a smaller version, I have the 1.3 ounce version. There is a smaller packaging than this. You can also get Sedge Hammer, which is a very popular product you can find at a lot of big box stores or co-ops or landscape shops. They definitely have it everywhere. So that also has the active ingredient Halosulfuron. Pro Sedge is essentially just a generic version of that exact same active ingredient. You're going to get the exact same result. So I will link those products up for you in this video because I'm pretty satisfied with the results I got from the Halosulfuron. With the way that it controlled the nutsedge, it did a really good job, and also there was a lot less of collateral damage and turf injury to the Kentucky bluegrass than there was with the sulfentrazone. So the sulfentrazone worked great. I just was not a big fan of the fallout that I had, and it could have come down to me spraying at the wrong time, but I just feel a little bit more comfortable spraying the Halosulfuron especially because I know the results that I'm going to get. I know what my expectations are, and I think it does a great job. So with that, I hope you guys like the video. If you have any questions, please leave those for me down in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.